Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Man, don't you just love it when you try to get up to your vehicle and, well, you can't see anything out of it because it's either fogged up or frozen? So do I. Let's take care of it. Hey guys, welcome to my morning commute. So I want to first start off by apologizing for the sun visor blocking out half of my face. This of course happens to be the brightest day in November and the brightest day in like 4 weeks, and I happen to forget my sunglasses, so I want to start by apologizing for that. Number two, I do realize that it is November, but this video is still pretty valid because it is still fall, and this is the first day that it's actually hit below freezing in the morning, in Michigan at least. Starting off, obviously, we're going to be talking about the 5 worst things about fall driving. So, for number 5 is when your window fogs over, or in this case, it ended up freezing over because it's the first day it hit below freezing. Now, what sucks about that is you have to wait for your car to warm up so you can turn on your defroster on the windshield, because if you don't, you just try to wipe it off with your hand with pretty much anything, it's going to leave a bunch of streaks, and then it's really hard to see out of the window, and then you have to wash your window, and it's just too much of a hassle. For number 4, morning commute. Now, I'm on my morning commute, and you might think, oh, there's a morning commute, you know, all year round. Yes, there is, but it gets worse once it hits fall. One reason is because you have a lot of people who don't drive to a commute in the summer, so there's a lot less people on the road. Once you hit fall, there's a lot more people driving, and there's a lot more traffic, obviously. Another reason is because you have school buses, and you have a bunch of new teenage drivers. So, for my number 3, school buses. Now, at least in my school district, when I was still in high school, the school bus drivers didn't find out their route until the day before, and a lot of them still didn't know their route very well, and a lot of them would show up still 10-15 minutes late to pick up the kids the first like week and a half, 2 weeks possibly. Another problem is the freaking stop signs. There's got to be a better way to pick up kids than to have them cross the street, like cross a main street, and just have a bus open up a stop sign. It causes a lot of traffic, and it causes a lot of backup. Luckily, most of my commute is on the freeway, which I'm on right now. I luckily don't have to really deal with the buses. Number 2 is bridges. A lot of bridges may have roads that say bridge may ice before road. The reason for that is the roads underneath, a lot of cars are driving along the road, and underneath the bridge, what's happening is the wind is circulating, and when the wind is circulating, the bridge, the road above it, gets really cold. And when it's, you know, in the mid 40s and below, if a lot of people aren't really driving on that bridge all too much, the bridge will freeze over, and obviously that's really dangerous, especially since you definitely won't expect that, you know, 45-degree weather. You'd expect that in, you know, 32 or below. So that could cause a problem, cause a lot of accidents. Okay, so the number 1 worst thing about fall driving, in my opinion, is teenage driving. Wait, hold on, stop. Now, you might be thinking, Andrew, you're only 18. You're still a teenager. You're right, I am still a teenager. But I'm not talking about the people who've been driving for 2 years, like I have, or even driving for a year. I'm talking about the people who've been driving for maybe a month and a half, 2 months now, because they get their license right before school starts. A lot of parents don't want their kids to have to deal with buses anymore once they turn 16, and a lot of kids don't want to deal with the bus anymore, and they just want to be able to drive to school. It takes up less of their time, and they don't have to wake up as early. One big problem with teenage drivers is experience behind the wheel. A lot of teenage drivers don't ever learn how to drive properly, and they just continue to drive incorrectly after they leave driving school. When I was in driving school, they taught me to make left turns by waiting till I was practically under the stoplight before I even started turning, so I would go wide and never hit the car. And when I was learning how to make right turns, it wasn't just follow the curve and know how your vehicle swings. It was follow this certain, item on the side of the road and then start turning after this item. It was ridiculous. I never understood it. I still don't understand it, and it's a wreck. Another big problem with, learning how to drive incorrectly is, like I said, a lot of those kids just happen to continue to drive incorrectly, and then once they become parents, they teach their kids that exact same way if their kid didn't already learn it, or their parents never correct it, and it's just an issue. Another thing is, in Michigan at least, it's required 50 hours of driving before you get your driver's license. 50 hours may seem like a lot of hours, but at the same time it's not. If somebody's driving every day half an hour to work and half an hour back to work, and they're driving, like for example, I drive that to school, and 50 hours, that's 50 days. For a teenage driver, 50 hours, maybe 120, maybe 365 days, because they're driving a lot less, they're driving a lot closer distances. It's a huge problem. And the probability of getting into an incident where you need experience is very low. I was only in one situation throughout my entire 50 hours where I even came close to an accident. And even then, it wasn't involved in cars, it was my lack of ability to handle a vehicle at the time. A lot of these teenage drivers never really learn how to drive, and it just becomes an issue because the probability of somebody getting into an accident within their first year is much higher than somebody getting into an accident after they've been driving for 30 plus years, even for 2 years, let alone 30. So a lot of parents should worry more about their kids getting their license earlier, or not allowing them to drive to school until they know they can handle the car. Okay guys, so that was my top 5 personal list of 5 worst things about fall driving. Now, if there's anything else that you think I may have missed or that you think is really important, don't be afraid to comment down below. I actually want to hear what you guys have to say, and I want to know what ideas I may have missed. Now, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 300 subscribers by the end of November, and if I do, I'm going to do a $20 Amazon gift card giveaway. I will see you guys next time.